Hi guys, today we are making chocolate cake pops. You can make these cake pops out of any flavor, either box mix or from scratch. It's all up to you. I prefer using this method for my cake pops because it is much easier and it tastes relatively the same. So just follow the instructions on the cake mix box to begin. You start with 1 cup of water and you pour it in. I left this next step in here because I made the mistake of doing it, even though it is my #1 rule to never put oil in your cake pops. The oil will drip down when you have coated your cake pops in chocolate and it'll make a mess and it'll pretty much ruin your cake pops, so don't do it. I salvaged my cake pops by putting them upside down, and even then, like, it dripped down everywhere and it was not cute, so just try not to do that. So next we're putting in 3 eggs to finish it off, and then you just whisk it all up. Next step, get some Pam and spray it all over your pan. Make sure it doesn't stick so there's no hard parts on it. Just bake it for whatever the time it says on the box for you to make it. It's usually around 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the thickness of your cake pan. Funny story about this cake pan, I actually broke it once I took it out of the oven, and my mom was not very happy about that, so just be careful with the glass pans. So afterwards, when your cake cools down, you should crumble it up. Make sure there's no hard edges on it. Just want it to be super fine and crumbled up. Put 2 to 3 spoonfuls of frosting. Just make sure not to put too much because you can obviously always put more if you need more, but you cannot take out once it's already in there, all rolled up with that cake. So just smash it all up until it is very soft and it does not stick to your fingers. You'll know it's ready when you can form a circle and it does not crumble apart. If it crumbles apart, that means that you need to put a little bit more frosting on it. And just make sure not to put too much because then it'll just be too heavy and the cake pop will just fall when you put it into the chocolate. So just try to roll them up as circular as you can. I'm obviously not a professional, so I'm not very good at this yet. So after you get these, you put these all in the pan and you can put them back in the fridge. And that was my little brother. He really wanted to be in the video. So put them in your fridge for about 15 minutes. And next you cut up break up your chocolate of choice and put it in the candy melter. Once it's melted, you stick the stick into the chocolate and put it about halfway in through the cake pop. This will act as a glue when you put your cake pop in there so it will not fall out. When you put the cake pop in, make sure to tap off all the excess chocolate or else it will end up like the one that's already there. I left it there just to show you guys that they will not come out cute if you leave all that chocolate on there. They will usually crack in like about an hour and it'll ruin it if you're not careful with it. So just make sure to tap off all the excess and just be careful so your cake pops don't fall into the chocolate as well. So here I'm just putting some paper shred. It's like a candy paper shred. It tasted really good to me and I think it looks pretty cute. these are just cake pops for an event that was red, white, and blue, so I'm just trying to incorporate all of that into the cake pops. I left the ones over here in the bottom all white because I'm gonna get a red luster dust and a gold luster dust, and I'm gonna paint them and try to put like the paper shred on them. So we'll see how they come out. Hopefully nice. And they didn't end up too bad. This is for an event for a store opening, so hopefully they liked it. And hopefully you guys like this video. If you guys have any questions, comment down below, and you guys can comment down below any video requests you would like. Thank you, and please subscribe.